Yeah, so we are planning to donate a portion of this DLC's earnings to the family of one of our deceased employees. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's cool. That's a really wise thing to do. Only from US. What did you just say? Only from US sales. Okay, then what about the rest of the money? It's confidential information. Cannot reveal that. Confidential information. Games are officially in their trash era now, which is messed up to even imagine because game engines at this point of time are at the point of hoo-ha, like literal hoo-ha. You can make a game at the price of a skin in Diablo 4. Well, we'll talk about the skin situation later. But I also can't stand the fact that this generation of advancements also have had some of the worst game releases possible. Like, what the f even is this thing? Yeah. The day before seemed like a total money laundering scam, and ironically enough, it died the day after, like literally collapsed. I am not a game journalist, which you might deny if you saw my gameplay in COD, but if you're gonna deliver a $70 live service slop, and now there are two of them, which couldn't even hold 1,000 player in it, and you expect $70 from me? I will hate on it. Everyone wants to make edgy, controversial content now. Like, oh, Batman is a beloved character. So how about we make a game about Suicide Squad killing the Justice League? And for the core gameplay, we would just deliver Arkham Knight, but shitter, like way shitter. And you must have seen that classic pyrocynical meme, right? That PS5 have no games.
Sony has no new games and major franchises coming this year. We do not plan to release any new major existing franchise titles next fiscal year.
I'm so mad, like I was just planning to buy a PS5. Let me put things in perspective. Furries are a breed of humans that have been forgotten by God and act and dress like animals. Also arguably animals as well. Now Lethal Company is a game that literally is the definition of what games are supposed to be and is made by a solo furry indie game developer, like literal God. In simple words, the game is amazing. It just keeps on giving. It's still popular. You can burn hours of your time playing this game, and this is when you don't have any friends. Imagine having friends, which if you're subbed to me, you probably can't, so I'm really sorry, but yeah. Now let's take $400 million, 7 years of development, 500 experienced devs in an organization 38 years old. Space, time, infinite expanse, 120 star systems, what the f***? More than 1,700 planets, densely populated civilizations with ultra-realistic humanoids. You pick your own destiny.
The characters' facial expressions and lip syncing, which are done procedurally by a program, are incredibly accurate.
Look, bad generation of games will have majority of games that suck ass, like straight ass. But it will still have good games in that minority section, which we still have today, like Helldivers, the freedom simulator. The game is about an alternate dimension where US started to freedomize, is it a word, and liberate planets from alien scum. And the game has simple game loop: land on alien assets and blow shit up till freedom max is achieved. Simple. It is simple and it is fun.
What happens if you stand under the resupply?
So I'll do it.
I don't know, maybe one of us.
It is a game made for gamers and probably by former gamers themselves because of how many memes are in it. There is no corporate boring bullshit in it. Look, I have worked in a corporate, I still do, and there is this one thing that makes corporate extremely unbearable, repetitive and boring. It's process. Like, there is a process for everything, but there is also a good side to that process. It basically reduces the probability of loss or failure in anything that you are doing to practically zero. Now, imagine game design and artistic choices related to game loop and adding corporate process to them. You basically get and this is exactly what's happening now to games. This trash. And when I say this, don't take this casually and as a joke. I mean all the disrespect possible. I f***ing hate this game. Let me give you an idea. Broken guns in Call of Duty equals a fun and survivable game. Leveling up equals broken guns. Warzone is the only aspect of this game that is free and playable, and leveling up in Warzone modes would unlock all the guns you'll ever need. That's what I thought, not anymore.
How do we force people to buy this multiplayer copy-paste trash?
Well, we basically force Warzone people to play this as a necessity. Leveling up does not unlock shit in this game, only missions does. And the only way to complete missions faster and faster is by playing multiplayer boring ass dog shit, which is $70 by the way. Look man, $70 is a lot of like 4K uninterrupted VR. Think about it again. In $60 you can play the game of the year. No. In $60 you can play a game where a lady hugs you for stats. And that is a great standard price for all the AAA games out there. But since corporate greed never stops, Ubisoft comes in with a game price of $70 for Skull and Bones. It's a pirate ship game where you other people pirate ships and loot and level up. That's it. That's the game loop. But how would you sell a AAA live service game for $70 that basically feels like this? It's just a derivative of Assassin's Creed pirate ship missions and even shittier. How do you sell that for $70? It's a quadruple A game. According to the masters at Ubisoft, I don't even refer to them as humans. They're like some masters of this human species, the way they try to manipulate people into buying shit. But no one is buying it. No one is gonna buy it. They're giving an 8-hour trial to it. So, when was the last time you got an 8-hour trial for Elden Ring? Like, the jokes write themselves. At this point, they're writing themselves. A quadruple A game that is worse in terms of tech and design compared to its own ancestor from the same studio 13 years apart. The only reason why I think Ubisoft is selling this game for $70 is because they up real bad. I think they overestimated the fun this game was going to provide to players and they didn't back out. They continued on it for 10 straight years, and now this is risk management maneuver. Like this is straight up contingency plan so that the studio doesn't go bankrupt. Like there is no quadruple A bullshit that this game provides. Nothing. But still, let's leave Ubisoft be, because Ubisoft right now is most probably in a damage control mode. How about we discuss the games that exist for the sole purpose of draining your wallet even after you have bought the game in first place, continuously making money after you have bought it. Microtransaction games. Look, if I had the option of making an OnlyFans today with certainty of profits, I wouldn't think twice before following my passion. But the good thing about OnlyFans, which sounds weird, but hear me out. The good thing about OnlyFans is that it gives people what they want on a platform consisting of only fans capable of paying for what they want. Now imagine that you are in hell. No, like literally you are in hell in the game. And you're playing PvP other sinners that are in hell same as you. You would expect the PvP to be competitive experience according to skills, right? Well, you forgot one thing, that you are in hell. So other players can pay to become stronger than you and fuck you up as you would expect from hell.
Diablo Immortal.
Hey, just was wondering, is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke?
No, it's a fully fledged Diablo experience on mobile.
Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah.
Now, if Blizzard was trying to give you the true experience of hell and what it is like to live in it for a day, then they were successful. They did a great job making Diablo immortal, because this is exactly what hell feels like. But then again, this is a side quest game, and this shit cannot be continued in the main storyline of Diablo the series. So they didn't put straight up microtransactions into Diablo 4 and make it a blunt microtransaction pay to win game. But they did pull some smart and goofy cosmetic stunts to make it a commercial game, like a game made for the shop. A $65 skin pack. This skin pack costs more than the game itself. Yeah, that's literally true, and I couldn't wrap my head around that shit, which according to people offers a platinum worth more than $65, so it is justifiable. No, it's not. This is the only mount in the game that have to be purchased with this bundle. Like, you cannot buy this mount separately from the store itself like other mounts. So clearly they are paywalling this. The pack is not about hypothetical platinum. It is about this mount. Everyone f***ing hates the game. Someone made an entire thread on how this game slows you down instead of letting you sprint through shit, which is fun. So this is anti-fun. It's so monotonous and entry level in terms of design that this is the best Diablo 4 clip ever. And look at the stance she's playing this game in. I hate the games that are monotonous in terms of mechanics that they put in it and how easy they are to operate. Like, I don't have to do anything but just press 2 buttons. And that brings us to repetitive content in 2K, NBA and other games that 2K offers. For example, NBA 2K is a game about basketball. So the game 1 of NBA have to have all the mechanics necessary to make the game fun. But then what? What are you gonna do next? Like, what would be the new innovation in the game next year and the year after that and the year after that? It would settle down in like 3-4 years at max. Why are we still getting new games on NBA every year? And the reason why I picked this series as well is not to the NBA but 2K, the studio, because their PR team is somehow worse than toddlers. F***ers ask the audience to defend microtransaction loot boxes in the game like it's a godsend feature. They were like, yeah, sorry for inconvenience of removing loot boxes. What inconvenience? If you agree with us, please reach out to your local government authorities to defend us. Sure, man. How can you possibly think that removal of loot boxes, pay-to-win elements and microtransactions in the game is going to inconvenience players that love the game for what it is? Games at their very core are made for 2 purposes. Fun that they provide while they last and the memes that they provide after they're gone. That's it. But the only thing that the games provide now is disappointment and a lot of views on YouTube. That's a great thing. That's a great thing because they are stupid and weak and laughable. The major demographic for games will always be teenagers. There always will be teenagers playing the game in vast majority. But making the games cost up to left nut of a person is insane. But of course there will always be people defending games because they are being paid for it. They are not doing it for free. They are paid reviewers. Yeah, stay away from them and let me know what you think about this situation because I f***ing hate Call of Duty.